If you have been feeling really stuck and kind of out of tune with your feminine energy, then this video is for you. In this video, I will talk about simple rituals, simple habits, simple kind of choices that you can make to bring in more femininity, more radiance, and more magnetism into your life. The first ritual that I think is the most important ritual is to literally romanticize your life. And for me, this means creating a morning routine. So, what this means is when I wake up in the morning, regardless of how I'm feeling, I will bring romance into my life. And for me, romance means beauty, it means care, it means attention. So I like to wake up, and some mornings I like to just cook breakfast with some sensual music, or I like to, for example, meditate or journal. Regardless of what your morning looks like, if you bring in romance, it's just going to make your life so special. And the reason why I'm saying in particular to focus on the mornings is because when you bring in romance first thing in your morning, you literally bring in feminine energy and literally romance into your whole day, into your whole life. You kind of just understand that, like, romance, you don't really wait for that. You don't have to necessarily have it with another person, although I do think romance in a relationship is important. However, it's important to offer yourself romance first. So how you take care of yourself should be romantic. It should be sensual. It should be beautiful. It should be pleasant. My second ritual that I think is so important is when I do my makeup, I will play music. And I know that you're probably thinking like, okay, this is not really like a ritual, but I believe that if you combine an action, a simple action of putting on your makeup, just something with beauty in general, with another action that you consider romantic or sensual, you literally create a beauty experience for yourself. So I enjoy doing makeup. I don't think that it's a task. I don't think that it's something that should be rushed. I think you should slow down and literally take your time to to literally paint each and every lash of yours and listen to music, whether it's, I don't know, something sensual, or maybe you want to listen to a podcast for affirmations. Regardless of what you decide to do, you need to enjoy yourself. Like, these kind of things shouldn't be rushed. You shouldn't feel as though you have to do something. You get to do something. You get to make yourself beautiful. Again, you're beautiful without makeup, but like, you get to elevate your beauty by using this action. My third piece of advice is I practice receiving. Now, what does this mean? Whether it's an emotion that I'm feeling this day, whether it's a gift, or whether it's just accepting my environment, I practice receiving the moment as it is. So if I'm feeling unhappy today, I'm not going to be like, okay, I don't want to feel this emotion. Yes, it's unpleasant. However, I receive this emotion, I accept this emotion, and I let it flow and pass through me. Same thing with gifts. So, or compliments even. So for the longest time, if someone would give me a compliment, I would be like, oh my gosh, no, 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 like, you're so gorgeous, like this kind of stuff. But to literally say, thank you, I appreciate it, to express your gratitude, but to just really accept it, to receive this gift because you're so special is so important. And also to notice when your critic arrives. So for example, if you feel as though, like, you're not worthy of receiving, to notice that and to change that, to change the way that you speak with yourself. My fourth tip, and actually I think it's one of my favorite tips ever, is I practice living my life through my senses. So as I go about my day, regardless of whether I'm running errands or I'm in classes or I'm just doing, I don't know, God knows what, I kind of like to bring attention into the moment by exploring my senses. For example, my touch, the sounds around me, the smells, for example, my own perfume, the tastes that I'm tasting, the foods that I'm eating, even the toothpaste in the mornings, just in general, to just practice. Also, what I see, to really just notice what you're seeing. I feel like we spend most of our days just kind of like walking and not really like noticing all these little things, but practicing to actually be sensual will literally elevate your femininity. This is my favorite tip ever. So my fifth tip is I treat my body gently, and I treat my body with so much love and tenderness because it is my vessel. It is the vessel of my soul. And so I take care of it. I like massages. I like oils. I love to even give myself hugs in general, to really just care for the body, to be gentle with yourself. Even if you want to change your body, regardless of it, it's literally living for you. You're literally breathing. Your blood is flowing. You don't have to control anything, to just really appreciate your body because it is so beautiful. God made you so unique, so blessed, and to just really appreciate and take care of yourself. My sixth tip is I drink teas and herbs that nourish me from the inside out. So, for example, I love drinking rose tea, rose petals. I love when I'm on my period to drink red teas. And I love, for example, mint teas to kind of feel like a little bit of digestion after I finish my meals. But again, just adding different like herbs and teas into my life to just really nurture me and to just really take care of the way that I'm feeling from the inside out. My next tip is I care for my hair. I did not know that rhymes. But, anyways, I feel as though if my hair doesn't look good that day, then I feel like I don't look as good that day. I know it's kind of stupid, but like I love to take care of my hair. And the way that I do this is by eating a lot of healthy fats. So, again, hair health comes from the inside out. So, taking care of my gut, but also to give myself scalp massages. I like to do it as well, like once during the week to just put on almond oil and to just sit and massage my scalp and to just really relax. I also love braiding my hair. Again, I love taking care of my hair, and I think that's an important act that brings me into my feminine essence. Tip is I practice cycle syncing. And I think I made a couple of videos about this on my channel. This is kind of a new channel, and I haven't been as active. However, I think that cycle syncing is my favorite thing ever. So going with my body rather than against it. So for example, before my period, I will eat more, and I know that I'm hungrier, so I want to eat more. And I will take it easy. I won't do strength training. I will go on walks. I do Pilates or yoga. But anyways, living my life through cycle syncing has really changed the game for me because, again, it helps me be more feminine because I'm more in acceptance, more in receptivity, more in kind of literal awareness of my body and its needs, and I get to take care of myself. My tip number 9 is something that I've been kind of struggling with, but I think it's actually so important, and it's to reduce my screen time. So how much time we spend on our phones literally strips us away from life. So when I'm using my phone or when I'm scrolling on Instagram, I actually don't have TikTok. I should probably make one. But anyways, when I'm scrolling, I like to pause and I like to be like, wait, where's my head at? Because you can get so caught up that you kind of just stop feeling through life. Or for example, when I'm walking, sometimes even if I'm looking at Google Maps, I'll like pay attention to Google Maps more than I will about my surroundings. So really just staying in the moment is so important. My next tip is I'm graceful with myself and others. So I treat everyone with kindness, beauty, and respect, not because everyone deserves it. I know some people are really bad in this world, but because of my own integrity, because of my own heart. And I think that honestly, I don't really believe in bad people. I know that's kind of like a mixed perspective. I think that we have wounded childhoods, but to just treat everyone with love and with kindness is so important because it just, I don't know, it gets to show your true character. Also, I treat myself with kindness and respect because I deserve it. My last tip, and this is the most important tip of this video, is I accept change and I flow with it rather than go against it. And the reason why it's so important is because if I knew this earlier, I would be so much happier and so much more at peace. Your life will change, and life is kind of, nothing is permanent in this life. When you make peace with that, you understand that any feeling, any situation, any kind of, I don't know, life circumstance is temporary and it will change. And you have to be adaptable and flexible, and that is where your femininity comes from. It comes from being able to accept the moment and to create in this moment. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that this video spoke to you and resonated with you, and I'm sending my love, and I hope you have a great day.